Hello everyone, and welcome to another Top 5 Records video. 2023 was an impressive year with regard to audiophile reissues. But audiophile reissues are expensive, so it's important to know what are the good ones. And in this video I'm going to be talking about the 5 best audiophile reissues, in my opinion, from 2023. And you know what? I'm just going to kick off this list. We're nearing the end, and if you still want to find a beautiful present for under the tree, perhaps even just for yourself, perhaps you might be inspired by this list. So, on number 5 spot, from the Acoustic Sound series, Songs for Distingué Lovers. This is, the Acoustic Sound series by Analogue Productions is one of the best audiophile series around. They are not expensive, and the quality of the sound is, in general, just brilliant and challenging the sound of originals. I mean, it's incredible how many good pressings they have. This one in particular was mastered by Ryan Smith, who was a brilliant mastering engineer, and I've picked out this one for the simple reason that I've always loved this album. Billie Holiday is doing an incredible job on this record. Yet I have a lot of them in my collection, the different issues, and I've constantly been looking what to me is the best sounding version. And for me, I found it. The quality of it is so incredible. The mastering is so good. The sound is so clear and detailed and beautiful. And to hear the voice of Billie Holiday in this quality, this intimacy of sound, it is just awesome. So, on number 5 spot, the Acoustic Sound series version, mastered by Ryan Smith, from Songs for Distingué Lovers by Billie Holiday. Now, number 4 might surprise you, something you hear a lot on the internet. Because I've been, this year, I've had some issues with some mobile Fidelity releases. I was unpleasantly surprised by the Elvis Presley album, the one-step Greetings from Memphis. Is that the right title? Yeah, I believe it's Greetings from Memphis. It did not beat a first German copy I own. And the first German copy is not a hand-picked selection of the best-sounding pressing for me. It just did not went over that. The mastering was so sloppy and unbalanced. The same can be said for the Hotel California one. I did a video on that. I love the other Eagles pressings by the one steps. They're great, but Hotel California, it sounds so unbalanced. I mean, what are they doing with the bass and the voice? I did not enjoy that. But MoFi, it's not a bad label. As a matter of fact, the number 4 is a MoFi. Warren Zevon's Excitable. Am I pronouncing it right? Excitable? Excitable Boy. You might not know Warren Zevon. Please give it a try. On this album, there is a beautiful hit of his Werewolves of London. I love it. Now, the sound. This is mastered by Kriek Wunderlich. Interesting enough, they took the original tape, as a lot of people might have known or guessed. They made a DSD 256 copy, so that's digital, of that tape, and then they pressed this. Now, I'm usually not a fan of a digital step in the process, but MoFi has made great sounding pressings with a digital step in there. And this is one of those. This sounds so lively, fresh and new. It's just so inviting to step into the pop world of Warren Zevon. It sounds so incredibly well. This took me by surprise. It's on 45 RPM. John McVie on bass. Mick Fleetwood on drums. On Werewolves of London. This just is a great album, and it's really, really nice sounding. I love it. On number 4, Warren Zevon's Excitable Boy, the Mobile Fidelity one-step version, mastered by Kriek Wunderlich. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pronounce Kriek Wunderlich German, but it sounds like a German name to me. Now, the top 3, these are big guns. And I'm so surprised this is on the number 3. I mean, in any other year, would have been number 1. But I'm going to put it on the number 3. A Love Supreme by John Coltrane. The UHQR. This is incredible. This is just, I mean, look at it. The box is beautiful. I love the boxes of all the UHQRs. But even beyond the box, I compared this to the Acoustic Sound Series pressing. And the Acoustic Sound Series is already a brilliant pressing. I actually, before I compared this one to the Acoustic Sound Series, I compared the Acoustic Sound Series pressing to an original mono pressing. And it was a near mint mono pressing. And tough thing is mono versus stereo, so I also noticed that it was a tough comparison. But you just had to love the both of them. Both of them were really great representations of the album. There were differences, but I could not easily pick a favorite. Again, mono stereo has to do with that, but it was just blowing me away. The quality of the Acoustic Sound Series 1 was blowing me away. Now we have this. And this one is even better than the Acoustic Sound Series. Analogue Productions have overdone themselves with this one. They made a better pressing. Now, I will try to do a comparison between this one and an original mono. Hopefully an original stereo. That will be a better comparison, because in the world of jazz, it's just tough to say this is just the definite pressing. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out and try to do a video. I'm gonna try and get these compared. This might be the ultimate pressing. I'm serious. It's amazing. On the number 3, UHQR of A Love Supreme by Analogue Productions. On the number 2, yeah, everybody's talking about it. Asia. The UHQR, again UHQR, I mean, but let's be frank, Analogue Productions UHQRs this year are just smashingly good. This is one of the best sounding pressings ever. Seriously. And it's not just number 2, it's just number 2, just wait until I get to number 1. Generally, the reviews of this one are that it might be even better than an original. Now, I do not have an original A-B one with the one mastered by Bernie Grundman. I do have a First UK, which has I believe the AA label. I always enjoyed that pressing. I always thought it was a very good sounding pressing, and this UHQR blew that one all the way to the moon. It's so incredible. I've been listening to this with friends over and over. People who do not like Steely Dan. I had a St. Nicholas party about a week ago, and there were people who are not at all interested in this. People who were into Andre Hazes. I love Andre Hazes. Put this on, and just the sheer sound quality of this was blowing them away. The UHQR of Asia is mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. Yet, it's on the number 2. How can it be on the number 2? Well, because I have a winner. Yet, the top 3 is competing with minor differences. Let's be frank. I mean, so you might also know, on number 1, there will be another UHQR. The White Stripes. This UHQR is just overly brilliant. Elephant. Why am I putting this one on the top? Why not Asia, or why not A Love Supreme? Now, I have a very good pressing of this. I believe it's not the 20th anniversary. That doesn't have the great reviews, but the one or 2 years before that, just went online checking, and there's one pressing that beats the original. I bought that one. I believe I bought it even earlier this year. I found it in Bordeaux, and I love this album. I mean, this is just a brilliant album. There's so many great White Stripes songs. It is a classic 2000s album. It's one of the highlights of rock after the changing of the decade. serious. It's a masterpiece. And that pressing, the other pressing, was just for me revitalizing the love for this album. It's so incredibly good. I believe the 18th, not 18th anniversary, but I believe it's a 2021 version, which was also sold out immediately because raving reviews. So when Analogue Productions announced this one, I was just, I mean, how much difference will there be? Well, it's not a minor difference. That pressing remains brilliant. This is just incredible. This is beyond what you can imagine. How much detail, how much quality, how close you can get to this band. It is a masterpiece. I love it. On number 1, the UHQR of the White Stripes Elephant. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.